Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 114, I believe, of What's That Pepper series. Today I have a very cool variety that I just created this early in the season. And this is called the Khang Starr QueeNhi. So, a little backstory, I created a variety called the Linzo for my baby, and the wife was a little bit jealous. She wanted something named after her as well. She was like, well, how come I don't get anything named after me? So after working on a few varieties, I figured this is the perfect one for her because she loves the Khang Starr white Thai. And this looks very much like it, except it's a lot smaller and it grows also smaller, and it doesn't grow in cluster, but it grows kind of like in rows like this next to each other. So it almost look like a cluster, but they're very separated across. So they produce a lot for a small plant. And let's go take a look at the plant, and I'll show you what they look like. We'll pick some pots and try it out. Okay, here is the Khang Starr QueeNhi, and it is a very small variety of pepper. I'm not sure if it would grow bigger next season because sometimes it does, but this year this is the size that it gets. I would say about a few inches tall. They're pretty short, low to the ground. And see, these are mini arugula, and that is how tall it gets. But it does produce a lot of nice peppers here, and it puts out all different colors. So see, the baby peppers are kind of greenish, a lighter green right there, and then it turns to a lighter color, and then it eventually turns white, and then from white it goes to orange, and then red, the bright red, and then finally the darker red. So that is the different stages, but it's very productive. It just produces so many peppers, and anytime you pick a few, the plant pushes out more peppers. So if you give it more space, I'm sure it's gonna kind of like span out and produce more. So let's go ahead and pick some pods. I usually eat them around this stage right here. This is my favorite because they're super crunchy at that stage, and then at the red color they kind of get sweeter, kind of. So we pick the red, and also you have to be careful when you pick these because the branches are very small and the stems are quite large, and when you pull it, the entire branch will come off. So be very careful. So while we're at it, let me show you the chocolate cousin to it. There it is right here. These guys, I picked all the pods already, so there's just a few left. Let me show you a different one. Okay, so here it is. This is the chocolate cousin to it. As you see, the peppers look very much the same. The way it grows, and also the leaves and stuff. Same with this one here. I ate all the chocolate ones already, the ones that are ready. So these are just green now. They're nice and sweet, so every time I work around the yard, I just pull a few and eat them. So let's go inside and try these out. Okay, here are the pods, and I picked two different ones. The red ones, that's the final color, and this one here is when they start to transition from kind of greenish to white, and then to orange, and then totally red at the end. So this is the stage that I like to eat them because that's when they're most crunchy, great flavor, and burst of heat. These things are, I mean, they look innocent and small, but they're very, very spicy. So let's open them up and take a look. Okay, and this is what the inside looks like. These pods, usually when I breed them, they have very few seeds, and that is really something that I really like, because I don't enjoy the seeds too much because they have a weird texture when you eat them, kind of tough. So the lesser the seeds, the better. For a small pepper, I would say this is a medium-sized wall. Usually Thai varieties, they're very thin. So this is why I like these types, because they're nice and crunchy and they have a really good kick. Okay, so let's try it out. Okay, here it is, the Khang Starr QueeNhi. Let's give it a quick smell. It has that sort of similar to the sweet Starscream, kind of like a tropical hint, almost like a ahi ani color a little bit, but doesn't have that sweetness to it. Same aroma, so that's the red. Let's see what's the other one. This one, the aroma is actually a little stronger. Very good aroma. It doesn't smell hot, that's the thing. Okay. And these are spicy, so they could fool you by looking at them. So as soon as you bite into them, there's no heat in it. Has a nice crunch. And then after a little bit of time, the heat starts to kick in. So it's starting to build right now. Very hot. Wow, starting to kind of breaking a sweat. For a small pot, it is pretty spicy, and the heat is really slow. Because now it's starting to kick. Wow, my tongue and the throat area is on fire. It has an annual bite to them. So for some reason, annuum, like the Thai variety, has this bite that hurts so bad. Wow. Probably the same heat as the white Thai. The back of my throat and the tongue area, the back of the tongue is on fire. So this variety doesn't have it's not very sweet. More of the Thai burn. Similar to the Starscream, has a little bit bitterness, but it goes away quickly. So that strange bitterness makes it a really good pepper to use in dipping sauces, like the Vietnamese fish sauce. I use a lot of those, and I always put these or the Starscream in there, and it makes it really, really good flavor. Also, a lot of heat, and it's really crunchy too. So that's another advantage. I love these crunchy peppers. So this is from the Starscream seedlings. One grew into a chocolate and the other one grew into this one here. So the Starscream was created using the white Thai and the chocolate linzo. So that's why occasionally you get a chocolate version out of the Starr screen. It's very hot too, so but they grow in clusters, so they're very beautiful. The pods can get pretty big. Wow, the heat lasts pretty long. And I ate half of the pepper, and it's not a big pepper either. So heat-wise, it's probably you know, on the same level as the white Thai, a little bit less, because the pods are smaller. These are pair well with, you know, like hot dipping sauces and eating with food. Eating it plain, probably not that great, so I don't recommend eating it plain. If you like eating peppers just as snacking peppers, my favorite all-time snacking, Brazilian starfish. Guys, if you have not grown that, look it up. I think there are two different versions now. There's the orange one and the red one, but the red one is the only one I have. So that is one of the best snacking peppers. Another one is the biquinos. Biquinos are amazing. Sugar Rush are pretty good also as snacking. Ahi Omnicolor, the one I just did on the previous video, that one is also a good one. So anyway, guys, that is it. This is the Khang Starr QueeNhi, and I'll try to see if I can get seeds and send them out to pepper lovers community, so that we can grow a bunch of these and see how they go. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.